Today I am giving you the most comprehensive video of how to treat mosquitoes in your backyard and reclaim your outdoor space so that you don't get eaten alive by mosquitoes this summer. Now this all comes from years of experience selling products for homeowners and using them myself. So part of this is strategy, part of this is product review, but all of it is hands-on experience from myself and my customers. Now the first thing to think about is where mosquitoes reproduce. Of course, I think most people know this, they reproduce in water. What you may not know is the timeline of this. It takes about 2 weeks of standing water for a mosquito population to regenerate. So the adults will lay the eggs in the standing water, and it takes about 2 weeks for those larvae to mature and then hatch out as adult mosquitoes. So if something just collects water for a couple of days and then it dries out, no big deal. If you have standing water though for more than 2 weeks and you're unable to empty it out or clean it out, that's where mosquito dunks come into play. This is a specific type of bacteria that attacks almost exclusively mosquito larvae. So this is safe to use around plants, pets, people, anything like that. Only affects mosquito larvae, but I want you to think about weird places where there may be standing water. That could be like a clogged gutter, that's a really good source, or cavities inside of a tree that hold water, but all those places are prime time areas to use mosquito dunks. Next, let's talk about a product, and this is for the people that are very much in the camp of, I want the mosquitoes to die, because this is an insecticide, and this one is Permethrin. And for those of you that are wanting to just kill the mosquitoes, this is it. It will kill adult mosquitoes, because when you hook this onto your water hose and go around and spray your shrubbery, your grass, and all these areas, it will kill any mosquitoes that are there currently, and it also has a residual effect. So any more mosquitoes that come from your neighbors and land on those shrubs will also be killed by it. So if you've got a party coming up and you're really needing to get rid of all the mosquito population that's there now, this is a good way to knock them down instantly and then have a long-lasting effect. Okay, now for the downside of this is, because this is an insecticide, it will kill almost every bug that it touches, including your pollinator bugs. So if you are wanting to protect bees and butterflies and everything else, this is not the product for you. Let's talk about what you can do in those cases. Now let's move into our second category of treatment options, which are repellents. Now repellents do not contain any type of insecticide, so they are completely safe for your pollinators, for pets, for kids, all of that. They just have smells that the mosquitoes don't like. So once again, you can hook this onto your hose. It's got cedar oil, it's got geranium oil, citronella, a few other things that are supposed to repel the mosquitoes. And so start close to your house and start spraying outward, and you will push the mosquitoes out of your backyard to your neighbor's property or somewhere else where they're not going to be bothering you. Now, also into that repellent category would be your plants that help repel mosquitoes. So lavender, rosemary, citronella, lemongrass, and others. These are really good ways in small areas to help repel mosquitoes, where you can actually take these leaves, get the oils onto your skin, get it on you, it acts as a repellent for you, or release these oils into the air. And in a small area, these can be pretty effective at keeping them away. Now this next category we're getting into is a relatively new category for us, and those are bait stations, or something that will bring in the mosquitoes and then have different ways of dealing with them. Spartan Mosquito Eradicator is one of those. We've been selling this one for about 4 years now, and most of our customers that use this are coming back and buying them every single year because they swear by them. This will actually help sterilize the adults so that they cannot reproduce, but there is no insecticide in this, and it's perfectly safe to use around pets and kids and other types of bugs. Now this one is really cool. This came onto the market last year. It's called Insecto, and unlike the Spartan, this actually has insecticide in it. So the interior walls are coated with an insecticide, then you fill it up with water, and the standing water inside is what actually attracts the mosquitoes to it. So they go in thinking this is a nice secluded place to lay eggs, and they'll go in there, and when they land on those interior walls, they actually get poisoned by the insecticide, and then any eggs that they deposit into the water will also be killed by the insecticide in it. So that's a really fun one to put out, and once again, safe to use. Now the most important thing to remember is, if you want to have control of your backyard again, you've got to do something. Most people are actually doing a combination of all of these products, or some of these products, in their backyard, and you're never going to be 100% free of every single mosquito, but by doing all of these things, you can really reduce the amount of mosquitoes in your yard and have a much more enjoyable time outdoors this summer. So make sure you are following us and liking this video for more content like this.